Hello everyone, welcome to Vidhigya Explain series. Today's topic of discussion is India United Kingdom Free Trade Agreement. So in this we'll discuss what is FTA, and there are other important things related to FTA that we'll discuss. What is trade barrier, non-trade barrier, and then we'll discuss the importance of FTA for both United Kingdom and India. So why in news? The UK government on January 13, 2022 announced the launch of FTA negotiations with India. FTA. Now we'll see what is FTA. It is a pact between two or more nations to reduce barriers to import and export among them. Under a free trade policy, goods and services can be brought and sold across international borders with little or no government tariff, quota, subsidies, or prohibition to inhibit their exchange. So FTA is an agreement between two or more nations, to reduce trade barriers. Aim is to reduce trade barriers. So trade barriers can be in terms of taxes, subsidies, quota system. So the aim is to remove these trade barriers to make trade more easy, to make market of each other more accessible. So this is the basic understanding of FTA. So what is FTA? It is an agreement between two or more nations to reduce the trade barrier. This trade barrier can be tariff barrier or non-tariff barrier. So in order to improve the trade between both the countries. So this coverage, the agreement, the ongoing agreement, this negotiation may cover, among others, trade in services. It will also cover investment and economic cooperation. FTA normally cover trades in goods such as agriculture, industrial product, or trade in services. FTA can also cover other areas such as IPR, investment, government procurement, and competition policy. So there is no set rules that FTA can only cover 1, 2, 3 things. FTA can cover trade in goods, services, IPR, investment, etc. Depending upon the negotiation between the two countries, FTA can be concluded between both of them. Now we will discuss tariff barrier. Now we will discuss tariff barrier. What is tariff barrier? So tariff barrier is related to tax, imposition of tax. For example, India, UK. India sends X product to UK and UK imposes its cost is 10 rupees per kg. And in UK, the cost of product is 11 rupees per kg. So what UK does, UK imposes a tariff duty on Indian product by 2 rupees, by 2 rupees. So it becomes, let's not take rupees, let's take dollar, $10. And here it is $11, for example. So UK imposes $2 on Indian product. So the Indian product becomes $12 and UK is $11. So this way, Indian product in the US market becomes uncompetitive. It cannot compete with the product of UK, and this way UK can product its domestic manufacturer. So the aim of FTA, aim of tariff barrier is to reduce import and to protect domestic industries. So now we will discuss non-tariff barriers. Non-tariff barriers. So these are not taxes or duties, rather it in terms of quota restrictions. For example, India sends 100 unit to UK. Now UK imposes restrictions that India can only send 80 unit. This way, UK tries to reduce the import from India. And this quota can be imposed on various grounds, such as India is not following particularly technical norms or safety norms. So this is very technical, so you do not have to know. So you just have to understand what are tariff barriers and then non-tariff barriers, and then the areas that an FTA can cover. So India is also in talks with other countries for FTA agreement. India is also in talk with UAE and in talks with Australia. So also one more thing, that in 2016, India came up with model BIT. BIT is Bilateral Investment Treaty. So on the basis of this model BIT, the FTA will be signed. So post adoption of model BIT, India did not sign a free trade agreement, but India has modified various trade agreement with another country on the basis of BIT. So these three are the current FTA negotiation. One is the UAE, other one is Australia, and then is UK. So FTAs can be categorized as preferential trade agreement, comprehensive economic cooperation agreement, comprehensive economic partnership agreement. So it is nothing but, for example, in PTA, the restrictions are more. In CA restrictions are less. In CEPA restrictions are further reduced. So this is how it goes. So first they come into agreement, they conclude a preferential trade agreement, then they conclude free trade agreement, then another version CECA, then CEPA. So this is all. So now we'll discuss the importance for UK and importance for India. So first thing, why FTA with India? So UK left European Union in 2021 following Brexit process. Brexit is exit of Britain from European Union. So currently total number of countries in European Union are 27. So this is important. You have to remember this. So following the exit of Britain from European Union, Britain is looking for a larger market, for trade and investment. So this is the reason why UK is entering into FTA with India. Also, India has very much importance in Indo-Pacific region. So signing FTA will strengthen their relationship. Relations between them. So benefits. So as I said, UK left European Union following Brexit process and looking for big market for trade and investment. By 2050, India will be the world's third largest economy with a middle class of almost 250 million shoppers. So this is why UK believes that India is a big market. So therefore, a free trade agreement is important. A deal with India is also pegged as a big step forward in the UK's post-Brexit strategy to refocus trade on Indo-Pacific, home to half of world's population and 50% of global economic growth. So as I've told you, India is an important player in Indo-Pacific region, and Indo-Pacific region has world's half population and 50% of the global economic growth is driven by Indo-Pacific region. Therefore, UK wants to strengthen its relationship with the India, as well as UK is looking for a bigger market and better investment opportunity. Importance for India: trade deals with UK could boost exports for large job creating sectors such as textile, leather, goods, and footwear. So it will also, when more investment will come from UK, then it will create jobs in India. So jobs will be created, and then more export from India. So this is the importance for India, and we have discussed the importance for UK. So that's all under this topic. So you have to remember what is FTA. FTA we have discussed. Then we have discussed tariff barrier, non-tariff barrier. Then we have discussed preferential trade agreement, CECA also. Then we have discussed that India is also in talks with UAE and Australia. Then we have also talked about model BIT, which India came in 2016. And then we have discussed the importance for UK and importance for India. So it's time for quiz session. So it's G quiz. So question number 1, how many countries are in European Union? So your options 27, 28, 29, 30. Correct option is 27. So in 2021, when UK did not left, it had 28 countries, and now after UK's exit, the countries are 27. Now another second question, which of the following is correct with respect to Brexit? Option A, Brexit is the process of removing trade barriers. Option B, process of removing non-tariff barriers. Option C, process involving UK's exit from European Union. None of the above. Correct option is option C, process involving UK's exit from European Union. So tariff and non-tariff barriers related to FTA, these are trade barriers. These are trade barriers. Question number 3, what is tariff barrier? Option, it is a type of tax or duty imposed on the imports. It is a restriction placed in terms of quota. Both A and B, none of the above. Correct answer is answer A. We have discussed tariff barriers. A tax is imposed to reduce the imports. FTA covers trade in which of the following? So FTA covers trade, free trade agreement covers trade in which of the following? The options are trade in goods, trade in services, IPR, all of the above. The correct option is all of the above, and it can also include other categories such as investment also. So it depends on the negotiation between the countries. Question 5, India is in talk with which other countries for FTA agreement? So India currently is currently doing negotiation with other countries to enter into an FTA agreement. So which of the following are these countries? The options are UAE, Australia, China, both UAE and Australia. Correct option is D. India is in talk with both Australia and UAE and also started negotiation process with UK. So that's all for this session. Stay logical with Vidhigya, your best pal in CLAT Preps. Thank you.